just want to say what's up to all my Patreon followers and people support me on the channel. I'm back. Haven't put out a video in a while. Apologize for that. Been focusing a lot on the book, which is should be in your hands by the end of next week. So we just finished the first editing portion of it, and I just want to make sure it's cool before I send it to you, so you guys can help me out editing the clips that I have. And I'll be doing the videos regularly now, so hopefully you had a chance to check out what I posted up before. If you haven't, please go ahead and do that. There's a lot to practice there, and there's a lot of information. I think I'm going to build on that now and just do deep dives into great tunes by great piano players, and then see how they play it, analyze it, and I'll put it up here for you guys to check out. So the first one I'm going to do is Round Midnight, Thelonious Monk, but the live at the Blackhawk version. I just want to go over two aspects of it. One is the bridge, and then the other one is the coda, how to end the song. You should check out the intro. The intro is really cool. Has descending whole steps. Right? Yeah, so it's the descending whole steps from A minor half diminished, D7, G minor half diminished, C7, and check out how he does it, because it's really cool. It sounds right. So him going down the whole steps in that. Learn that. A sections are generally the same. There's like one chord change difference that I noticed, but he plays it differently, and he also plays the bridge differently. What people are used to playing on the bridge is you have your first chord change, C minor 7 flat 5, right? Go into 2-5 F7 chord to your B flat 7 sharp 11. That repeats, and then you have this part. It's your A flat minor chord, F minor chord, and back to your 2-5 C minor flat 5 to F7. So that's the beginning of the bridge section. The ending of it, most people play B flat minor, and I think he plays some of that sometimes on other recordings, but in this particular one, it's interesting because he plays a D flat major chord, D flat 7 chord. And it reminds me, and moving down in whole steps. It reminds me of how Duke Ellington approaches some of the chords. So with the melody on top, so that's the first two chords. You have your D flat 7 chord, and then your B7 chord. It could also be seen as a sus, but don't put in that sus 4 because it changes the sound. That's not what he plays. That's not the sound. And also the sharp 4 is not the sound. It's literally, that particular sound. You can probably throw the third in there, but like I said, I like playing it like this. And you have your melody on top, the E flat. And the next two chords he's kind of doing a counter melody. So it's like B7, the sharp 11, and then your 2-5 from F minor 7 flat 5 to B flat 7, and that's the end of the bridge. So you have D flat 7 chord, your B 7 chord, and then if you want to put the melody on top, there's a B down to B flat on the top. So that's the bridge. Compare that to the recording, and I suggest maybe getting a version of it if you want to handwrite it or transcribe it, and then put these chord changes in as edits to the chord changes they have already there, depending on where they're getting those chord changes from. Finally, the coda. So after you play the melody and you get to the last, I guess, 2 bars, the coda will start, and the chord changes to the coda are C minor 7 flat 5, F7, and you have F sharp minor to B7, and that repeats. And here's where you go to B minor 7 to E7, and then F minor 7 flat 5 to B flat 7. So I'm leaving these chord changes open, because like in terms of, I'm not giving you the exact tonality or upper structure of the chord, because Monk has very specific voicings, just like that bridge, right? So you can go ahead and transcribe them for yourself. I think that's important. So that's F minor chord, D7, E7. You know, so that's how that section goes. Now, this next section, what I hear is all major 7 chords. And that would be the melody. The chord change that it starts, it seems like it's E major, and then the sequence here would start from E major, but it's up fourths, so move circle of fourths. I mean, there's a lot of movement there on the recording. I may be reading too much into it, but those are definitely major chords that he's descending, starting with A, major sharp 11. Lands on the E flat major sharp 11 chord, and of course he does that classic line right there, and that's very interesting. So to play that in sequence, right, and then your F sharp, I got to work on that a little more. As you can see, the descending chords put you on E flat major, sharp 11. So that line that he plays, it starts on C. It's like C, B flat, G flat, and then G, B flat, C. It's like breaks it into 2 parts. And if you look at the videos, he's playing it with one hand. I used to think he was just playing it with 2 hands. So I used to do that, and then when I seen the videos of him doing it with one hand, so that's what I was able to find and discover with Round Midnight, Thelonious Monk's chord changes live at the Blackhawk. If you find anything different than what I have here, go ahead and post it. I would love to hear about it, of course, and I'm going to keep bringing these pretty much every week. If you have any suggestions, also let me know which ones you want me to go over and which versions. I think that's an important aspect to note. So thank you all, and I'll see you next time.